Hope you had a great weekend working hard. It is time to play hard Rebel Squadron style, doggy. And well, before we get going here, guys, there's something I want to talk about. Time for real talk.
Can't stop the signal now.
Real conversation. Thinking the commander, put him to the side here for a second. Because I've been doing this for 3.5 years, guys. 3.5 years. 3.5 years. Which is pretty incredible to think about. Which means then if not too many months, you'll be hitting that 4-year mark. Wow. Gearbox. 4 years. Can you believe it? But yeah, I'm sitting at 3.5 years at this point. And I've experienced a lot of stuff in the short time I've been doing this channel, relatively short time. I didn't just start doing this yesterday. And I haven't been doing it as long as some of these guys, but yeah, 3.5 years, that's a pretty good amount of time at this point. I definitely noticed something. It was a very easy spot when it first started happening. And I've been trying to sort it out, trying to figure things out. Well, it's time to have that conversation. See, I need you guys to understand something here. I'm not your friend. You are not my friend. When you guys come into the channel, come into the live chat, the community, you are there as my guest. And, I try to be friendly. There's a difference between being friendly and being somebody's friend, especially on the internet. Why am I bringing this up, guys? Why? Because the internet is a very dangerous place. Let me tell you, the internet is an amazing tool. It can be used for both good and bad intentions. Now, me personally, I'm trying to use it for the best of intentions here. But there are a lot of people out there that are using it for the absolute worst of intentions. I've been using the internet since the beginning. I was born before the internet was a thing, before it was a reality. Just to give you an idea here, guys. I've been using the internet since the days of AOL. You have mail. Yeah, it's been that long, let me tell you. And I've experienced some pretty wild and crazy things through the internet. Stuff I'm not going to go into here, for better or for worse. Point being, you need to take this to heart. Okay, you got the Rebel Squadron guarantee. This is good information. The internet is a dangerous place, and you've got to be careful. Does not matter how well you get along with somebody over the internet. Doesn't matter how friendly they seem to be. You cannot take anything at face value on the internet. The commander for Rebel Squadron is, in fact, a character. And I tap into certain aspects of my personality, my real life personality, in order to bring that character to life. And apparently, based on the countless reactions I've had from various recruits over the last 3.5 years, apparently I'm a pretty good actor because people take it very seriously in terms of face value, which is like, wow, okay. On the one hand, I take it as a compliment, but on the other hand, it does cause problems. Once again, which is why we're having this conversation. And yeah, we cannot take the internet seriously. We cannot think of it as a strictly safe place. It is a very dangerous place. A lot of bad people out there on the internet, guys. A lot of bad people. So you gotta be careful. Which is why, when you come into my channel, I am not your friend, and neither are you. You are not my friend. This is a two-way street here, guys, for different reasons. Similar, but different reasons. I've had too many recruits come to this channel thinking they know me, thinking that the commander is who I am, and thinking that they can just like steamroll me, take control of what I'm doing here in some way, shape, or form. Despite the fact that I'm the only one putting the hours in, I'm the one sacrificing. I'm putting thousands of hours on this channel. I fought all kinds of battles you cannot imagine, trying to keep this channel going. I'm not even going to try and list the stuff that I've had to deal with, because some of the stuff you just straight up would not believe. Let me tell you. It's real talk time, guys. Real talk. And it's gotta stop. Stuff's gotta stop. Anyone and everyone is more than welcome to watch my content. If you're gonna be an active part of the community, you need to understand the ground rules. They're very simple. And it's time to put this one out there. You're not my friend. I am not your friend. Being a friend is a very different level of interaction human interaction, especially with the difference between real life interactions and the internet interactions. It's way too easy for people to call each other friends over the internet, having no idea who that other person is, or even if they think they know who that other person is, what the other person is about. And I've learned that very much doing this channel. People see the commander and they think that's who I am in total. They don't understand those are certain aspects of my personality that in a lot of ways I exaggerate in order to create that character. It's called acting. And then people they take it way too seriously. And I'm not going to go into huge detail. Recently had a recruit, wasted 3 weeks of my time and resources working on a project. We were going to collaborate. We was going to do the stream. And it was shaping up to be a blast. It was shaping up. It was looking good. And then, as I feared, this happens every single time I collaborate with somebody. They take a weird turn. And right on cue, this dude took a weird turn. And it ended with him saying something about he didn't care about the stream. He wanted to salvage our relationship, which blew me out of the water. Like, what are you talking about? We don't have a relationship. I don't know you. You don't know me. You might know information about me, but you do not know me. The commander is not who I am. It is a character that I play. And this crap has got to stop, guys. It has to stop. As you guessed, this is going to become the next debrief, because it needs to be said. There are too many people out there on the internet that do not understand this stuff's not real. I understand the desire for friendship, guys. I get it. I'm human just like everybody else. I like having friends just like everybody else. The internet is not the place to be looking for those friends. Unless you're being extremely careful. It takes a long time. Because being a friend means being a part of each other's lives. Not just like hanging out in the chat. That's not being part of somebody's life. You pop on, you throw out a message, you go back to your real life. Being a friend means being a part of their real life. You hang out together, you go out to dinner together, you go hunting together, you go fishing together, you build a car together, stuff like that. You play games together face to face in real life in each other's living rooms or whatever. That's friendship. Hanging out here, this is part of being a community. It's an online internet community. It's like, at best, it's like friendship light. Somebody you gotta be very, very careful with, especially with your personal information, all that stuff. Too many people are just way too laissez-faire about it. It causes serious problems. I've experienced some crazy stuff through the internet, thanks to the internet. So do not make the mistake of thinking that I trust you. Do not make the mistake of thinking that I think you're my friend. And do not make the mistake of thinking that that I'm your friend and you're my friend. It's unfortunate it's got to be said, but it needs to be said. So like I said, doing this 3.5 years, and it keeps happening over and over and over again. So last time it cost me 3.5 years of my time. I could have been spent doing something else for the channel, something creative. I put it all in on this one project, collab, and then boom, flushed down the drain because this person had the wrong idea about a whole lot of things. That doesn't include the disrespect that people have for this channel in the world, that the universe that I'm trying to create here. It's the same problem across pop culture and geekdom at large. So many people out there think that they have the right to absolutely butcher somebody else's creation. And that needs to stop, because that is just plain wrong. And then people come to my channel and try to do it to me. I might not be a multi-billion-dollar property. Rebel Squadron, not too many people might watch it, but guess what? It's still my property. This channel is still my property. Rebel Squadron is still mine. It belongs to me. I created it. I'm the one that has the final say in how it moves forward. Not you or anybody else. It's that simple. It doesn't just go for Rebel Squadron. It goes for every single fictional thing that's ever been created. So we're in this mess in modern pop culture. Pointing to a lack of respect and the inability to differentiate between fiction and reality. It's time to wake up. It's time for people to wake up to just the realities of society, the internet, pop culture, etc. ad nauseum. Rebel Squadron is different than any other channel you ever meet. Every other channel, they got their little communities and whatnot, but they throw their communities out there. They pop in, they throw off a message, and they go back to their lives, their real lives. They're not very active in their communities, at least the ones I've been part of. I've been a part of a lot of these communities, guys. But guess what? Those content creators, they got a little bit here going on, but that's about it. By and large, they're not really that involved. I'm very involved in my community. Why? Because I care. I'm trying to build something here. I care about the people that enjoy the content enough to want to be a part of the community. I want to make sure they have the same experience in that part of the community as they do watching the content. And if I'm not hands-on, if I'm not active in that, guess what happens? Degenerates take over, and they ruin everything. They run it into the ground for the people that truly enjoy my channel and my content. And I will not have it. I will not abide by it. I will not stand for it. People get so freaking butthurt over it. Why? Because they don't respect the creator, the content creator, the person that created this stuff, the person that's putting the time, the money, the resources. I don't make money off of this, but I put a lot of money into this, and I don't get the respect that is required for that. Fact. And people get so butthurt over it. Oh, who do you think you are? Almost not commander. I'm the guy that created this channel. That's who I am. I'm the guy. You're a guest in my house, not the other way around there, buddy. It's time for people, especially those who consider themselves geeks. I've been handing out I've been revoking a lot of geek cards lately, let me tell you. It's time for people to start waking up to that. People that are into pop culture, gaming, movies, whatever the case may be. It's time to wake up, and it's time to grow up. This is the stone cold reality of it. Yeah, guys. Things have got to change, plain and simple. Because this is unsustainable. It's unsustainable. Geekdom is already on life support. Pop culture is so deep in the gutter that it's going to be a fight to drag it back out. The weirdo, perverts, norbies that used to exist on the fringe have taken over. They didn't ask permission to take over. They just did it. So as a true blue geek, going back to the days of Pong, that understands the true heart of geekdom, the true foundation of geekdom, I'm not asking anybody's permission, including yours, to take it all back. The gatekeeping has begun. The restoration of the true heart of geekdom has begun. No matter how much they protest, the little weirdo pervert normies try to push back. And the most hilarious thing about it, they don't even care about being a called geek. They just want to take it over and remake geekdom in their own image. That's all they care about. They don't even care about being called a geek. But when you revoke their geek card, oh my lord, they get so mad. They get so fired up. It's hilarious. It's one of the most incredible things I've ever witnessed. Truly. And I've witnessed some pretty incredible things, let me tell you. Not the most incredible, but it's up there, let me tell you. Jiminy Cricket, man. See, it's time to take it all back. The first thing you need to understand is that you're a guest in my house. I am not your friend. You are not my friend. If a true friendship happens to grow out of it, that's great. Don't expect that. Do not come in here expecting that to happen. You need to adjust your expectations. You're going to be part of this community because I am not like anybody else that you've ever seen out there on these platforms. I can guarantee you at this point. All right, I think it's sitting up there, Gearbox. Go ahead and start preparing here to kick him out over there. And I say that with the best of intentions. I say that from a place of love because we may not be friends, but I do care about the community. If I didn't care about the community, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I would not be so active in the community that I created, as small as it is. I just hope springs eternal, because someday people will get it. Gotta keep that spark hope alive, let me tell you. Yeah, it's like that. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and get into some Mecha Warrior 5 action here. And just because we're not friends doesn't mean we can't have a good time here. I'm here to entertain you. And that's another thing. I'm here to entertain you guys. You're not here to entertain me. I'm here to entertain you. If you want to entertain me, start your own channel. And do something entertaining. Do something that's going to catch my interest. That's another thing. People come in here thinking they're going to entertain me, that they're going to show me how it's done, when they don't have the guts or the creativity or the talent or the originality to start their own channel. You want to entertain people, start a channel. Do not go into somebody else's channel and try to take it over for your own entertainment platform. That's not how this works. I mean, that's just disrespect. Plain and simple. Don't do it. Do not do it. So if you think you have what it takes, go start your own channel. You work your butt off until your channel pops up on my feed. And make sure you catch my interest enough to make me want to click on that thumbnail. Don't come into my live chat. Don't come into my community thinking you're going to take over my channel. Use it as your own platform to entertain people and show you that you can do it better. Because if you could do it better, guess what? You would have your own channel and you would be doing it better. So get out of here with that disrespect. Alright guys. Okay, I think that's gonna wrap that up. Conversation. It's like that time to get back into character. You know what I mean?
Can't stop the signal now.